Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rebecca. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve Cambridge IGCSE ICT practical. Okay, and this is paper 2, May-June 2024, variant 22. For this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the database task. You can go through my channel to find the video for document production and presentation. Okay, let's get into the database task. Okay, you are now going to prepare some reports. Dates must be imported in the format of day, month, year. All currency values must display the same currency symbol and be set to 2 decimal places. Use database software to import the file j2422student.csv as a new table. Okay, so we're going to open Microsoft Access and create a new database. Okay, I'm going to close this. Okay, to import the file, we are going to click on External Data, Text File, Browse. Okay. Okay, so we are going to click on Next. We need to check the first row that contains fields. Next. Okay, we need to choose primary key. Let's see if we have primary key. Okay, so our primary key is role known. Okay, then we can click on Advanced. Okay, so we click on Advanced to check the date order, DMY, and let's look at the data types. So we have text, date or time. Okay, we have text, date with time. Okay, and then we also have text, Boolean or logical, then text. Okay, text. Okay, so this is Boolean or logical. We have to change this to yes or no. And then click OK, and then next, and then finish. Okay, we open the table and then go to the design view. Okay, so for the design view, we have to check the date of birth. So the date should be displayed as this. Okay, so the format should be this, medium date. And then for the fees, okay, it has to be text box, yes or no, and then the lookup should be text box. So when we go back to the datasheet view, save, okay, this should appear as yes or no. Okay, save the data. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the datasheet view. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot and then I will place that in my evidence documents. Step 13. Okay, import the file j2422 courses as a new table in your database. Okay, so we have to import another file, external data, text file, browse. Click next, check the first row, next. Do we have primary key? Yes, we have primary key, course ID. Choose primary key, course ID. Click advanced. Okay, so let's check the data types here. We have number, text. Number, text. Okay, then we have number or currency, and then date or time. Number or currency, and then date or time. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go to the datasheet view first. Okay, the cost. Okay, this should be currency. Okay, and displayed in 2 decimal places. Currency. Okay, so we'll go to the design view. So this, we're going to change the format to currency. Okay, and the decimal places should be 2. Okay, if I go back to the view, datasheet view, you can see all has been changed to currency and 2 decimal places. Okay, then the start date is date or time, day, month, year. Okay, day, month, year. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. So we are done. Place in the evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key. Okay, so we go back to the design view and take a screenshot. Place this in your evidence document as step 14. Okay, create a one-to-many relationship between the course ID in the courses table and course code in the student table. So the courses table first and then the student table. Okay, save and then close all. Then we'll go to database tools relationship. So the first one is courses and then this student table. Okay, so I'm going to expand this, trying to expand. Okay, so from the course ID to course code, course ID to course code. Okay, create relationship has been created. Take a screenshot evidence showing the fields and type of relationship. Okay, I think for here the screenshot should be together, this one. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this away and then place it after this. Okay, because both are step 13. Both are step 13. Okay, so for the relationship is step 14. Okay, so I'm going to right click on this line, right click, edit relationship, and take a screenshot. And we'll place that in the evidence document as step 14. We can save and close. Enter the following details as a new record in the student table. Okay, we need to enter all of these as a new record in the student table. We go to the last record. Okay. Then we have Luca, male in this. Luca, male. We have the date. The street address. Okay, in exam, you will have to type all of this one by one because your question paper will be printed. Then no, and then check. Okay, that's done. Using fields from both tables, produce a tabular report. Okay, so we need to produce a tabular report. Now, when we are creating tabular report, the first thing we need to do is to create query. And to create query, we need this information. Okay, this is the first step to create query. Okay, the first one, and then this. Okay, then to create report, then this. Okay, so first of all, let's create query. Click on create, and then query wizard. Okay, so we will be using these field names here. So row known, first name, last name, first name, last name. Then we have date of birth, course's name, date of birth, then we have level, fees payment, and payment type. Level, fees payments, open, level, fees paid, sorry, and payment type. Then next we have the cost code, cost. Okay, and lastly we have late payments. However, this late payments is not in the table. Okay, it is a column we have to create separately, which is this. Okay, we need to create a new field name called late payments, which is calculated at runtime. Okay, so let's finish the query first. Next. Okay, you can call this query 1. Okay, so now we need to go to design view. Okay, so it says that it contains a new field called late payment, which is calculated at runtime. This field must display the new cost after a 2% increase has been applied. Use cost multiplied by 1.02, and this field should display in currency. Okay, so let's create the new field name called late payment. Colon, then it says cost underscore cost multiplied by 1.02. Okay, let's run. Yeah, okay, so we have it here, late payments. Okay, but this needs to be displayed in currency. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on property sheet, and then the format should be currency, and of course it should be displayed in 2 decimal place. Is it mentioned? Okay, it's not mentioned, but at the beginning of the question it's mentioned here. Let's see that currency should be, anything currency should be displayed in 2 decimal places. Okay, so we are going to adjust that to display in 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have currency and it's displayed in 2 decimal places. Okay, now we need to filter the records. Okay, so we need to select the records where fees paid is known. Okay, we go back to the design view. Okay, fees paid. Okay, the criteria is it's known. Okay, and then run. So we can see fees paid. Okay, so we only have records that is known. And then it says the payment type is check or credit card. Check or credit card. Okay, the payment type is check or credit card. Run. Okay, so we only have check or credit card. Okay, so all of this is done. Now we go to the report. Okay, so we can save and then go to create and click on report wizard. Okay, so we're going to move everything from the query one that we've just created. Next. Okay, the question says that ensure that we do not group the data. So if you see something like this, it means that the data is grouped. So you have to select the one that shows that the data is not grouped. Next. Okay, we have sorting. Okay, so we have sort the data into ascending order of level and descending order of course name. Ascending order of level, and then descending order of the course name. Next. Okay, so this is a tabular report. Okay, what is the page orientation? Landscape. The page orientation is landscape. Next. Okay, the title. So we are given this title, and this title should be displayed in a larger font size, fully visible at the top page. Okay, so now we have the report. So now that we have the report, we have to go to the layout view and ensure that all of these field names, these columns are arranged according to how it is mentioned. So for example, we are supposed to have row known and first name. Okay, but that's not the case. So we have to adjust that. Okay, row known, first name, last name. First name. You may want to scroll down to ensure that no data is hidden. Okay, all data must be properly displayed. Okay, last name. Okay, then next we have date of birth, the course name. Date of birth. Date of birth. Okay, and then the course name. Next we have level fees paid. Level. Okay. Fees paid. And then we have payment type, the cost. Okay, payment type. The cost. And then lastly, we have late payments. Okay, late payments. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so don't forget we have to add our name, center number, and candidate number in the footer of the report. Okay, so we need to go back to the design view, and then at the footer we need to add labels. Okay, and then put our center number, candidate number, our name, and student number. Okay, so let's go to the print preview. Okay, so that should appear on all pages. Okay, let's see page 2. Okay, and that's it for this report. Okay, so it says save and print your report. Okay, to print, you just click on print. Okay, now using fields from both tables, produce labels which select the records where the course name includes the text crop and the course type is university. Okay, assorted in ascending order. So before we do that, we need to do query first. Okay, so we are going to create label, but for us to create label, we need to create query. So click on create, query wizard. Okay, we have the course name, course type, and start date. Course name, course type, start date, first name, last name, street address, first name, last name, street address. We have area and then postcode. Area and postcode. Next. Next. Okay, you can make this query too. Okay, so we need to go to the design view to filter the records. Okay, so it says that the course name includes the text crop. Let's go first to the datasheet view. The course name includes the text crop. Okay. So includes, we're going to use star, crop, and then star. Okay, so we can see that the course name shows all the records that includes crop. Okay, then it says the course type is university. Okay, university, and then run. Okay, so we have university. Assorted in ascending order of last name. Last name. So this is last name, then we go to sorting, ascending order, run. Okay, so last name is in ascending order. Okay, now we can create our label. Okay, so I'm just going to save and then go to create and then labels. So we need to choose the dimension. Okay, as given here, it says we're going to have 10 labels. Okay, it's going to be 2 columns and 5 rows. 2 columns and 5 rows. So we need to use this size. Okay, let's see. My size is in mm. Okay, so we need to find 9957. 9957. 9957. Okay, this might take a while to find. Okay, 9957. Okay, the number across is 2. So next. Okay, so now we have to arrange according to how we want it to look. So we have the course name, then we go to the next row. Then we have the course type and start date. Then we have first name, last name. We have street address. Then we have area and postcode. Area and then postcode. Okay, so we already sorted, so there's no need. So next, so you can make this just label. Okay, so finish. So this is our label. Okay, now it says print in portrait orientation. Yes, it's in portrait. Display the data for each field as shown in the following sample label. Yeah, have your name, center number and candidate number on the left at the bottom of each label. Okay, so for this we have to go to the design view. Okay, so we need to have our name, center number. I'm going to use label and I'm going to place it somewhere here. Okay, and then I will have my name, center number and candidate number. Okay, let's go back to the print preview. Okay, so that's there. Okay, modify the format of the label so that only the first two lines are displayed in a larger font size, center aligned and bold. Okay, we'll go back to the design view. So these first two lines, okay, they are displayed. Okay, I'm just going to increase the size to maybe 12 or let's say 10. Okay, make it bold and make it center aligned. Okay, you may want to select these three and bring them down a bit. Okay, let's go back to the print preview. So it should look like this. Okay, make sure that the data on every label is fully visible with no overlap of any field. Save and print your labels. Okay, so you can just print, save, and then print. And that's it. Okay, so that's all for database task. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.